Hello wood mice and dormice and welcome to today's math session. We're going to start off our math session by warming up our maths brains. I'm going to show you an image on the screen like this one and you're going to shout out how many you can see. Now I'm not going to give you long enough to count, so as soon as they flash up you're going to shout out the number. I'll do the first few with you and then I'll leave it up to you. So for this one we will shout out 3. Let's move on to the next one. 4. 4, 3, 5. Okay, over to you. And our last one, 3. Well done. For our maths learning today, we're going to carry on practicing using our part whole model, and this time we are going to be looking at number 5. So we're going to see how many ways we can make up number 5 and how many ways we can split it into 2 parts using our part whole model. So what's the first thing I need to do with my objects? That's right, I need to move them all into the hole. So with your part whole model in front of you and your 5 objects today, you're going to start by putting those 5 objects in the hole. So make sure you've got those things in front of you. Again, if you need to go and get them, you can just pause the video. So 5 is the number that we're working with today. So I'm going to write 5 in my part whole model. Now I'm going to start off by we're going to do some all together, and then I'm going to give you a chance to have a go and see how many more ways you can find of making 5. So I'm going to start by putting one of my objects in this part. So if you do that too, and I'm going to put the rest of them in this part. So to start with, we're just going to say what we can see. So 1 is a part, 4 is a part, 5 is the whole. I want you to say that with me. 1 is a part, 4 is a part, and 5 is the whole. Now I'm going to write that number sentence down to help us. So 1 add 4 equals 5. So we know that when we put 1 and 4 together, they make 5. So our 2 parts, 1 and 4, make up our whole, which is 5. We're going to put our 5 objects back into the hole, and we're going to have another go together. This time I am going to put 1, 2 in this part, and 1, 2, 3 in this part. So I want you to tell your grown-up what you can see. So we can see that 2 is a part, 3 is a part, and 5 is the whole. Let's say that one more time. 2 is a part, 3 is a part, and 5 is the whole. So just like the previous sessions, you don't need to worry about recording anything. I just want you to be able to say what you can see. You're still able to say the parts and say that 5 is our whole. So I'm just going to write the number sentence down so we can remember which ways we have found. So we have found 1 and 4 equals 5, and 2 and 3 equals 5. Now I'm going to let you carry on now with your part whole model in front of you and using your objects, and you're going to carry on seeing how many more ways you can find of making 5 using your part whole model. So remember, start with your 5 objects in the hole, and then you're going to practice by splitting them into the 2 parts, saying what you can see, telling your grown-up, and then you might be able to write that number sentence down for you, or you might like to challenge yourself to have a go. But what I want you to be thinking about is being able to say the parts that you can see, and that 5 is the whole. So just like you've done before, earlier in the week, we're going to ask mummies and daddies just to write a comment of how you got on, or take a photo of the other ways you found of splitting 5 into 2 parts. We're looking forward to seeing how you get on.